Shalom, 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 shalom. This is the brother Danyala coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Hakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. All right, who are our spiritual fathers and that rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in the Heavenly Father and His Son. And this is a video that brother sent in the chat, concerning the 15-minute cities, which is everything you need within 15 minutes of where you live, by walking, by bus, train, or by bicycle, right? So, this is, they're using this, they're going under the guise of being eco-friendly, green, because there's less emissions, because the time to get to certain places logistically is cut down tremendously. So there's less emissions, it's green, you may not even have to use a car, so let's since I used the word guys, let's get the word. What does the word guys mean? Guys means this is from let's see, let's go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Merriam-Webster, right? Let's get it. A guise is a form of style of dress. It says manner, fashion, archaic, customary way of speaking or behaving. And then here's what we're looking for. External appearance, right? A semblance. It says, and then it breaks it down into two. It says, a pretext swindles people under the guise of friendship. So you got the word pretext. Hold on. Let's go up here. Pretext. Let's click on that. It says a purpose or motive alleged. So this is also what a guise is. A purpose or motive alleged or an appearance assumed in order to cloak the real intention or state of affairs. Right? So, under the appearance of being eco-friendly, right? Having a 15-minute city, this is really, they're really hiding their true intentions of what they want to do with people, right? Which the main thing they want to do is to control all the people in the world. By way of what? His charagma, his digital device that'll be used to track you, to measure your body, all right? And also to have you in the system for buying and selling goods. Things needed for survival, right? So within a 15-minute city, if you have everything you need now, if you think about it, certain places, like here we have, townships. I don't know how it is in other places. I'm sure they have townships in different towns, whatever. But we have different areas around the Pittsburgh area, right, where you got the outskirts of the city. But then when you go further towards either direction in the suburbs, there are whole shopping marketplaces in those particular suburbs or townships, as you call them, where they don't have to come into the city. They have everything they need in their area to survive, right? So, and really, lots of people, they don't even leave their area. They go to work where they live, right? Unless they're going to work outside of where they live, but they go to work where they live. They buy their food where they live. They go to the movies where they live. They go to the mall where they live in that area, right? 15 to 20 minutes. You know, the most they're probably driving 20 minutes, you know, in these different townships, right? So they're basically, this is a snare. This devil is putting people in a snare. He wants to box people in, right? He wants to make it so that, and really he's doing all these things under your nose, man. Look at the C-19. While everybody was on the inside, all right, panicking about this plague, they were out here building up their devices for their digital infrastructure, building up these 5G towers, right? So they can make their network faster. And that's, you know, more than likely that's going to connect to the CHIP, man, to be able to transmit information even faster, all right, to keep tabs on everybody. Okay, so that's what the guise is. They're going under the guise of eco-friendly. So I have 2 videos here. I'm gonna play the both of them, and I'm gonna just, you know, play a little bit. We're gonna get to the point. We're gonna get some scriptures, because this is a snare and a trap. People want convenience. Okay, let's get that word too. Convenience, right? What makes something convenient? Convenience. If I'm spelling that correctly. Conveyance, convenience. There we go. Right, so the word convenience means fitness or suitability for performing an action or fulfilling a requirement. So something such as appliance, device, or service conducive to comfort and ease. Let's read that again. Something such as an appliance, a device, or service conducive to comfort and ease, right? This devil just, you know, he's going to get people out of convenience. Oh, are you tired of having to pull out your keys in order to get into your car, pull out your keys in order to get into your apartment, pull out your wallet in order to pull out your card, and then stick your card inside the card reader, and then put your pin in order to pay for your goods, right? The CHIP will do away with all of that. Just a swipe of a hand. Right? You might not even have to swipe your hand. Just walk out of the store. Everything's already scanned and paid for. You just put it in the cart, walk out the store. And they got that. Okay? But what's that called? Amazon Fresh. Right? These different new Amazon grocery stores with the 3,000 cameras monitoring everybody, their every movement, scanning the items as they go into the cart. Right? Deducting it right out of your account. So under the guise of convenience and eco-friendly, they're going to put a choke hold, all right, a submission hold. They're going to be in control and looking at all the movements of everybody, man. They're going to be in control of people, right? Because this devil wants to be like the Most High, right? It says, here's another definition. It says ease, freedom from discomfort. You know, freedom from discomfort. And this is what this how this devil's going to get a lot of people to take his CHIP, all right, his charagma, right? Now let's play this.
His first State of the City address last night, and in his speech, he took credit for the launching of new conversations around the waterfront development. He said safety remains his top priority, and he acknowledged his missteps, including the city's poor response to that snowstorm we saw back on MLK Day. He also introduced a concept to rebuild Cleveland as, quote, a 15-minute city. Sarah Shookman is here to explain what that means. Sarah, good afternoon to you. What exactly does that mean, 15-minute city?
Well, Jay, Cleveland says it hopes to be the first city in the U.S. to implement this model. And the idea is pretty simple. Everything you need is within 15 minutes of where you live, either on foot, by bike, or transit. It first took off in Paris. Instead of centralized downtowns where people work and separate places where they live, why shouldn't everything be closer? Well, that reduced proximity is greener, it's more sustainable, and it creates more solidarity between neighbors. But you can't start from scratch, obviously, so it's about repurposing existing spaces. Mayor Bibb said last night it'll be about people first, not developers. Well, city planners today told me they will aim to find out how residents might want to see their community change and make sure that the city's zoning restriction policies and their policies around development align. And the first step for that is making a list.
Things like grocery stores, schools, parks, but also other things like barbershops, cafes, a general list of amenities and needs that we think as city officials, we know and have heard from residents that they want to be able to access, but the goal is for it to be iterative. We want to eventually take this model to communities and have them tell us what exactly needs or amenities they really see as being valuable that they want access to.
And while they are finding some neighborhoods have great access on paper, maybe the quality is lacking due to busted sidewalks or lack of bike lanes or bus stops. And whether it's green space we're talking about or food justice, some neighborhoods are just lacking altogether here in Cleveland. Ultimately, in a 15-minute city, not every 15-minute radius looks the same, but it serves people with opportunities to access the things they want to get to in their day-to-day lives. Jay.
It sounds like a common sense idea. But Sarah, so often implementing ideas like this, well, it becomes a massive challenge. You have to give them points for creativity and ambition, but how realistically does something like this get done?
Yeah, that's the question, right? It definitely doesn't happen overnight. It is supposed to be an ongoing process, and the city admits it is at the very beginning of this. But city planners say the timing right now is right, with funding from the federal infrastructure bill that was just passed and some other state and federal dollars that could become available. And as part of its new citywide plan, there will soon be a process for all of you to weigh in. So we'll keep you up to date as they let us know what that is as well.
All right, very good. Sarah Shook live from the newsroom. Sarah, thank you.
Right. So, that's the 15-minute city. They just broke it down in a nutshell what it is. Right. They also mentioned a new federal infrastructure bill. Right. What is a infrastructure? Let's look that up real quick. As the elders taught us about looking up words so you understand what it is. Elder Pascal Bar, said one time, looking up, understanding words gives you confidence when you teach the scriptures, because now you know the meaning of that word, and now you can speak more boldly and more confident in your understanding. So infrastructure. Hopefully there we go. I'm spelling that right. Right, so here's the word for infrastructure. It's a noun. It says a system of public works of a country, state, or region. Also, the resources such as personnel, people, buildings, or equipment required for an activity. Right, so people, and really the main thing is what? For people buying and selling and producing services and goods, right? Money flowing throughout, the cities or communities, whatever, right? Economy, right? It says the underlying foundation or basic framework as of a system or organization. So how things run in America. So there's been a bill passed to change how things run in America. We already see the infrastructure changing with the CBDCs, all right? With a digital infrastructure, right? No more, cash passing from hand to hand, Federal Reserve notes or tangible money. They're going to change the infrastructure to be connected to a digital network, okay? Where money so-called money is not going to be tangible. So this is going to be the new fiat currency, which the word fiat means so let it be, right? They said that about the Federal Reserve. No, well, let this be money. Let this be the money. You know? And now they're going to do that for this the digital currency in the Nicaraguan order. Let this be the money. Okay? So that the way or manner that the whole way of life, let's say, or the manner of how things are set up here in America is going to change. It's not going to change. Let me not say that. It is changing before your very eyes. All right. So now we're going to play this next one. We'll go to this next one. Right? Because one thing this devil has is these things are implemented in these other nations. They test it out in other countries first. You know, the different, you know, because these different plans, you know, these nations agree upon it, right? Psalms, the 83rd chapter, right? They are consulting. They've consulted against thy hidden ones. They make a tumult and they lift up the head. So these other nations are in with these different elites. All right. And this is why you see these different things already happening in other nations. You know, though the other nations are going to shoot missiles over here. You know, best believe these kings and prime ministers and presidents and emperors of these other countries, best believe they got nuclear bunkers too. They know it's coming, and you know, best believe that.
这小区啊，像不像军事化管理？
Pause that real quick. This is a trap. They want to keep you in a box. They want to trap you. They want to limit your freedom. This is the true intention. Okay? As we got that word guys. So it says 15-minute cities in China. Each neighborhood zone is separated by a fence. So you can't even go into the next zone. Hold on. Let me get a precept real quick. You can't go into the next zone. Let's get this real quick. Brothers may know where I'm already going to. But let's go to 2nd Ezra. Brothers know where I'm going. You know, through the Spirit. 2nd Ezra, chapter 15. Let's go down. Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. This is the beginnings of the nation of Israel coming into power. Right? These things were, you know, like the Lord said, all these things must come to pass, but the end is not nigh. These things have to come to pass. This devil has to try and, you know, establish his system. He has to try to establish it, right? Get ready to relax in it. To enjoy. Oh, he thinks he's conquered everything, and then the Lord's gonna take it from him, man. This is hey, call Lo Yahba Shemel Shai. Right? So let's see. Here we go.